So dear Dhamma friends, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. And focus your mind to this bell sound and follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So dear Dhamma friends, before we start our session, I will give some guidelines. It may help for you while you practice. So in the beginning, remember, we're going to follow our inhalation, exhalation. So when it comes to inhalation, exhalation, remember to keep focus your mind in front of your nose and your upper lip area, this area. And then allow your inhalation, exhalation to happen itself. So don't try to maintain your inhalation, exhalation, or don't try to hold, or don't try to do any exercise. So allow it to happen itself. And when it happens, recognize inhalation as inhalation, exhalation as exhalation. And so from there, when you observe the inhalation, exhalation, remember, allow your body, mind, and breathing to settle down itself. So that is very necessary in the beginning when you develop our tranquility state. So this calmness or the tranquility state of mind is going to be for a while. But our purpose is going to Vipassana. So when we go to Vipassana, we focus to the sensation and recognize the feelings, but we don't focus in details to understand this is inhalation or this is exhalation. We just only focus to the sensation. And from there, and follow the sensation and see how the feelings change. When the inhalation happens, how the feelings change. When the exhalation happens, there are different feelings arise. How it happen? So like that, within inhalation, exhalation, just observe moment by moment how it's changed. So, and from there, and following that in the feelings, your awareness also change, your recognition also change. When the inhalation happens, consciously you recognize it as inhalation, and then when the exhalation happens, that conscious change to exhalation. So rather than experiencing just the change, and you go a little bit deeper and see that how that change moment by moment happening without any effort from you. Without interfering yourself, observe how the change happening. Don't just settle down with the change. And you have to experience the way the change happening. And then you recognize, and according to necessary conditions, the moment by moment, inhalation, exhalation happens and change. And then you see there is no moment to settle down yourself. This is kind of like a river. So the change is like the current in the river. So you see the river, but deeply you understand the current. There are some people, when they are more familiar with the water or the river or the lake and with the ocean, by seeing the surface level, they know what is the current inside. But newcomers, if the person very new to the place, sometimes they don't see it. So you're going to see the current, not the outside change. Thought will come and thought will go. And feelings will come and feelings will go. But focus to the change. Be with the change moment by moment. So don't interfere with ideas. Don't interfere with the comments. And don't try to change anything and accept it. And moment by moment, whatever the change happening, following the inhalation, exhalation, and be with it. And then you will see this, the selflessness, that whatever the feelings arise, and it arise and disappear, arise, disappear, arise, disappear. Even you see sometimes for a moment it exists. In that existence also arising, disappearance happen. And when you see this little by little, little by little, your mind will slowly drop down the desire to become. And that is where all the lust, the greed disappear. Why? Because now you completely experience the change. And when the lust disappear, the anger, disappointment, unhappiness, hatred disappear. And as a result of that, you feel more relaxed, comfortable, and all this physical vitality arise, spiritual energy arise in you, and you invest it to observe more clearly your inhalation, exhalation with the change. And then as a result of that, your mind going to be in the present moment, and then no any comparison with the past or the future. And then that is where the doubt disappear, and then you become very clear with the past. So that clarity, again and again, you go with the change and experience the change. Go with the change and experience the change. When you little by little practice it again and again, you will see your body, your mind, your breathing, and slowly calm down and become one. So with that, your right palm on your left, neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. Scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say so Patveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. We also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge in this moment. With this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation. So deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation. So in the beginning, let everything to settle down itself and bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area and observe the sensation. So keep natural inhalation, exhalation. Don't try to change anything. Follow the entire continuation of your inhalation, exhalation. Some inhalation become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. Just accept it and recognize. Focus your mind to the change, followed by the inhalation, exhalation. Be like a mountain. Steady yourself. Solid posture. Be like a sun. Be sharp with your awareness. Be like the water. Keep the freshness, newness always. Be like the wind. Don't bring any past experience. Be formless. and be with the change. Next, observe. Bring attention to your body. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire this compound, this village, this city, this state, this country, this world, and this universe. And as far as we can through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding ourselves like this. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart, forward to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward to all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun. Spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma friends, normally we like to settle down with our ordinary life without doing any harm to anybody. And we become more comfortable with that kind of lifestyle, and sometimes everybody appreciate when you don't disturb to others and you just become yourself and maintain your life. And with the little things, you become happy and you maintain your life without that much struggle. And when you look very deeply, that kind of life, even though conventionally we appreciate, when you look deeply, it is sometimes more dangerous for you. Why it is dangerous for you? Because you every day, sometimes you go to work and then come back, and then you have your dinner, so, and watch a little bit TV and have a little conversation, and then you go to sleep. So then you're not doing any harm to anybody, you're not disturbing to anyone, and everybody appreciate it. And but the thing is, you have to be very careful, and sometimes once it become your lifestyle deeply, you get addicted to that, your comfort. So in case if there is a situation come to change that pattern, then you get disappointed. Then you become worried. So like that, if you look very carefully, without making disturb to anyone, thinking this is my lifestyle, and thinking with you have the very good intention, and you have a lot of little activities, and you are settled down there, and you find your comfort zone there, and every day you keep doing it, and other people also don't disturb it. Why? Because they don't get disturbed out of it, and then you think it is good. Good means it is not the life that you maintain without doing any harm to yourself or without doing harm to yourself. The good always should uplift your profitable skills every day. When it comes to real good life, every day you have to become a better person with all the good qualities that we carry as human beings. Loving kindness, generosity, compassion, wisdom, like that. So as example, in day-to-day life, you have a very good, kind, generous heart. So then when the day you married for your wife, you gave a present. And when the day that you married for your husband, you gave a present. And then every day you keep reminding it, oh, I did that, I did that, I did that. And then every year for birthday, you do what you do. You write a birthday card and with the same kind of gift and with the same kind of wrapping, and you give it to other person. And even for the children, even for the brothers, sisters, friends and family members. And after 20 years, the same kind of birthday card, same kind of wrapping, same kind of gift, and you don't change. And you think you do it with the good heart and you never forget the birthday. And other people also say, oh, by seeing the card, the envelope, you know who sent the card. By seeing the gift, you know what is inside it. So like that, you maintain a life very comfortable. And everybody appreciate that. We look very carefully. That is the way you develop the samsara. Because you have the good, and you do with the good heart, but look, there is no any development. There is no any improvement inside you. By the time, by the situation, with the necessary conditions and the situation and with the environment, you don't change. That you find the comfort zone and you settle down there. I just gave this little example, but if you look very carefully, deeper, you have a lot of mental formations like that. It never improve and it never go down also. It in the same level and keep continue the same way. And you cannot come out of it. Because if you cannot get out of that, whatever the action, you are in trap. It doesn't matter good or bad. In the vipassana level, when you really get into the deeper, clear understanding, it doesn't matter whatever the good or bad or neutral action that you create, if you, when the necessary situation come, in that very moment, if you cannot change it, according to the environment or according to the situation, you are in the trap. So that's why always when your consciousness is, when your awareness, when your clear comprehension, sati sampajanya work, always you start to react according to the necessary situation, necessary conditions. You don't go even with the good, you don't go with the habit. So when it comes to the habit, it doesn't matter good or bad, when in the habit, in that place, in that environment, your consciousness is weak. So mainly more than the bad things, the wrong things, more than in our life, if you look very carefully, we are addicted to good things, but it is an addiction. When it comes to addiction, good or bad, and sometimes you getting more disturbed with the good addiction than the bad addiction. Because why? Because when you do the wrong things, you do very carefully, and you know other people going to blame you, and you have deeply and regret yourself, and you do that way. But with the ordinary life, in conventional life, with the good things, you don't have that kind of things. You are more comfortable. That comfort itself hold you there. And then when you able to get out of it, you cannot do. So then how you have to practice the meditation? Remember, everybody cannot practice like this. And there are some people, they're going to keep doing the thing. They cannot understand this so, but if you at least hear this one day, it will help you. And sometimes even you hear, it's not going to make any sense for you in the beginning, but little by little you will understand. There is a moment come. This is going to help for you. So when it comes to the real experience of the life, it doesn't matter good or bad, whatever, when it comes to the action, there are only three actions: bodily action, verbal action, mental action. So then we have the perception with the eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. So with these 6 perceptions, if you don't transform it to a bodily or verbally or mentally action, you don't create a karma. Just experiencing something doesn't mean you're going to create karma. So the karma come after whatever you experience with the intention you transform it to a bodily, verbally or mentally action. Chetanahang bhikkave kammang vadami. So whatever the intention that you have, with that intention, whatever the action you perform, and according to that intention, the karma going to be there. So how about you see something, you hear something, smell something, taste something, feel something, and then you don't react? That is where you're going to be completely neutral. That is the place. When you come to the vipassana level of deeply, that is the place when, especially when the enlightened masters, that is where they're going to completely keep their awareness. And then from there, with according to necessary conditions, even they have bodily, verbally, and mentally action. But it is not a reaction for the perception. That is the difference. Remember that. It's not going to be a reaction for the perception. It is completely different method. But we are like robot. We always bound to this world, and our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind always reacting, reacting, reacting. So then, in day-to-day life, for little good things that you addicted, that is a kind of like a reaction yourself, everyday life. So little by little, what you have to do? You have to get into the middle of that, your action, whatever you do, bring the awareness. When you bring the awareness, what will happen? The action you perform, it's going to change. The bodily, verbally, or mentally action, it's going to become different. It's not going to be the same. And naturally, you're going to recognize how to change it. So that change will uplift to your life day by day, day by day, day by day. Otherwise, you keep doing the same thing again and again and again with the little things, and other people appreciate it. So then yourself, unknowingly, unconsciously, it become a habit to you. Then it become your life. So then bring the awareness, bring the consciousness, and then be mindful when you do that things. So we use this mindfulness, awareness, this word in the conventionally, but the very clear word is clear comprehension, sati sampajanya. So in that level, whatever the things that happen to you, and you're not going to do the same thing every day. Same thing every day. Every day you recognize how to do things and according to exactly as it is. So we that is become art of living, because the very nature of the art, you have ability to put everything exactly to the right place. So that come by deeper understanding. So then you don't give the same every year same gift. You're not going to give every year same kind of card. You're not going to give the same kind of things every year. No, you change the according to situation, environment, need, you change it. So that change happen, that is the improvement of you. And the receiver, whoever receive the gift, it is a result of your change. So see, when you change yourself, other people start to receive the benefit out of it. But if you don't change, what will happen? And other people are not going to get the benefit out of it. So as humans, when we look this entire human civilizations, rather than this self-improvement inside, what we see, mostly people like to settle down. And you teach to your children to settle down with certain environment. And you trying with other people, with your family, and you have developed a culture, just settle down yourself, then okay. But deeply, there is no moment, this is not the place to settle down yourself in this conventional life. So don't then try to settle down conventionally. So each and every moment, invest for yourself to uplift your spirituality day by day, day by day. And you born this world and you go to school, learn, and then found a job, and then got married and got a house yourself and got a vehicle, and now settle down. Now I am okay. Don't think you are okay. And every day be a new person. Don't be the same person every day. Why? Then after 2-3 years, then sometimes the family collapse. Even after 10-20 years, it can happen. Why? Because people get tired. You are the same every day. They don't see any change. And the same kind of garments, and the same kind of lifestyle, same kind of way that the life. But when you become conscious and when you develop the awareness, and according to the moment you change, and you every day, every moment you become a new person, that help everybody to uplift themselves also. Look at the world, look at the environment, look at the science and technology, how it every day becomes change. So that's why we update these computers, this phones, this everything, your cable box, every few months it's update. If you don't update in later, the old version doesn't work for the new update. The same thing happening in our life also. And sometimes our old version of this conventional life not going to run with this in the moment of environment. That is where we get into problems, disappointment, unhappy. So then yourself, when in the vipassana level, if you have that kind of mindset, you never depending from your past, even you don't jump before the current, over the current, and you go with the moment, It is even just not a pattern. It is with mindfully according to necessary conditions and environment you behave. That is where you become fully awake. Because half sleep mind, you cannot become like that. So then you become fully awake. And that awakened mind bring the ability to perform to the highest. Then every day you become a better. It's just not you grow only by your physical body. Your mind, your character also become day by day become matured. So that is what you need. That is, then every day you change. Other people recognize every day you little by little in conventional life, every day you become a better person until you attain to the highest level. Every day you become a better person, and then every day you change. That is the very difficult part. Look at the world. People don't change. And the culture, tradition, not allow you to change. Everybody try to push you and keep you and continue the same thing like others. And even yourself, it is very difficult for you to change. Mostly good things. Bad things, it's bad. But how about the people put the label as good? So how about it? When you try to change something that to even for a better, the people not allowed to change that. So then yourself start to look, be aware yourself with the little things that you found your comfort zone, and get out of it, change it, and be mindful, and start to, and even maybe you have a place to sit every day, watch TV, no one disturb it, and you also not going to disturb, and you are not going to overtake any other person place, and you become more comfortable with yourself, and other people also keep that place for you. Even when you are from the room, when you open the door to come and watch the TV, other people know you're going to sit in exactly this place. Even if that people, somebody sit there, then they move. So don't keep like that environment. And if somebody is there, let that person to sit there and find another place and sit. That is according to necessary conditions you were. And then you go to do some work, and maybe it is not the way exactly that you can just try to find, adjust yourself according to that. That is to do that you need the mind. So see itself your mind become activate to that. So then learn to master that mindset. And anyway, then other people feel so comfortable with you. And even with whatever the situation come, you're going to become okay with that. To do that way, you have to practice this kind of mind with the awareness, little by little. So then be very careful with the little good things. Why? Because that is what going to hurt you. That is where it going to hold you. And then it doesn't matter good or the bad, and always remember, start to get into a point always with the little things, go with the necessary conditions, things to react. React mean you whatever you come to your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, and according to necessary conditions you perform with your bodily, verbally, and mentally action. It doesn't matter yesterday you did a different way, and 100 years you did different way, or 100 years your parents used to do something that way. No, if there is a way that you have to change it today, and you have to change it. If there is something you have to change according to in that environment, you have to change it. If not, then you have to keep doing it. So like that, always remember, rather than looking for the comfort, always follow the consciousness-based lifestyle. Teach your children not to settle down, but to be conscious. Even if things go up and down, unbalanced, it's okay if you are consciously unbalanced. So like that in life, wherever you go, if you see this change, understand this, and that going to change the deeply inside you, and then that going to bring you the peace and tranquility state to yourself, and no one can disturb your mind, and no any situations and going to disturb you. That is where the Buddha means puttassa loka dhammehi chittang yassa na kampati. When you able to develop that kind of mind, that whatever the situation around you cannot shake, unbalance you. You become the solid person with the clear awareness. So getting to that, the very important thing is always see the change, because consciously we settle down thinking there's the solid moment. That's why you have this little solid moments you create in day-to-day life, patterns. When you see deeply that how everything changed, even in that moment you recognize the change, and then there is no moment you're going to develop with the solid experience. So with that, there was a king, and he was always looking for this immortal mindset, and he was always asking to become immortal, and he conquered most of the land in the world and looking for how I can become immortal, because I already have everything. Now I want to live forever. And then he start to look for solution for this and asking from his advisors, is there any way to become immortal? Then there was a advisor, he told, we have no idea how to become like that, but we heard in the middle of the jungle, there is a rishi, there is a guru, yogi, and he knows how to become immortal. If you find him, then maybe you can get the idea. So what this king did, because he achieved to the highest and he have everything, now he want to become immortal. So he start to go to jungle and look for this guru, yogi. And somehow after long journey, and he found the guru and told, I am the king, this I came here to find the secret and looking for this mantra, how to become immortal. So then the rishi told, think very carefully. And the king again and again keep asking. The rishi asks, are you really want to do this? But the king was so crazy, and he never listened anymore to this, the guru or the yogi or the rishi. So when that is very normal, when the people start to have the power and they come to a mindset, they're not going to listen to anybody. It is from the ancient time, it happening everywhere in the world. Even today, if you look at the world, that is the very nature of this human mind. So then he told, no, I want to become immortal, please. And he got so mad, and then the rishi told, showing him a cage and told, in that cage there is the pot of water, and go and drink that water, and then you're going to become immortal once you drink. So by hearing that, he was so happy and he ran towards the cage. So in there, there was a crow in that place and told that the king almost tried to drink the water and told, don't drink, stop. The king got shocked because this crow talking. How it is possible this crow can talk? And the king asked, why? Why you want, what you want tell? And then the crow told, don't drink this. King asked, why? Because thousand years ago, I drank this water. Now, my all the family, my ancestors, everybody disappeared. And the nature changed. And everything changed. And I saw that everything. But myself, I couldn't change. Even myself, I cannot that the kill my own life. Now I am immortal. It was so much suffering, and seeing this changing world becoming unchangeable, it's not easy. So don't drink this. So by hearing that, the king understood, even though that he had the idea to become immortal, that how blissful this change. So that's why in ourselves, the one of the beautiful thing that if you can experience in life is the changing. So if you able to develop your mind, keep the clarity to experience that beauty, and you will see that is the most blissful thing can happen to your life, the change. But when we look at the world, and conventionally, most of people don't like it. People hate it. The mostly people like to hold things. But yourself, remember deeply, start to see the beauty of the change. Accept it as a gift. And that acceptance will release you from all the tangles and all the mental formations, all the samsaric heaviness that you carry within yourself. So whenever you have the opportunity, get that opportunity and change. So with that, I bless upon everyone. With this good practice, may all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasjatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ittavata ca amme sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe sattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahangotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.